Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another review of Again My Life. This episode was good. Now, I know some people is gonna say, oh, it's just another slow burn type of episode. Well, yeah. I mean, he is getting his revenge on the guy who pretty much hired a hitman to pretty much take him out. So he's doing things step by step, slowly, so he cannot make a mistake. Not even one. If he does, he's not gonna get another chance. I mean, this is his second chance. And I love that in this episode, he did help one guy. I believe his name is Yonsok. He pretty much helped the guy who was formerly a gang member to get him back on his feet. I believe he's working at his parents' restaurant, and just seeing Hugh take someone under his wing, I mean, it's just a feel-good moment. MinSoo, on the other hand, man, this guy is acting really sus lately, man. I mean, especially in this episode. But if you add on with the others, yeah, what's his story? Things are falling into place for Hugh, which is good. But things turned a hard left turn for the worse. So let's talk about it. So the first thing I want to talk about is what happened at the beginning of the episode, where Hugh pretty much cracked down a crime group who was smuggling drugs in fish. He wasn't the only prosecutor there. Everybody, and I mean everybody, was there, including the officers. They came in and arrest people. But the story doesn't stop there. There was a press conference where Hugh was going to name all of the people who were involved, until he got a phone call, and not a good one at that. There were some unfortunate news. So after the phone call, Hugh announced the people who were involved. Police Chief Hijin, good. The mayor, yes. That's it. That's it. He didn't even include Assemblyman Gu. Not even him. TaeSeob was behind this. He had the leverage. Now for MinSoo. The dude is so suspicious now. To anybody who was suspicious towards MinSoo, I'm on the same boat. Because the guy is pretty much red flags all over the place. In that one scene where he was talking to Hugh, then Hugh left to go meet with Hanmi's dad in his office, you saw his facial expression? The guy was always smiling. But then when Hugh left, just straight up smiling, and then not smiling. Plus, he tried to arrest the CEO of Mide Electronics and got in trouble for that. What's his story? I want to know, what's his deal? The guy has been suspicious since day one, to be honest. And then next, Hugh gets invited to a private dinner party with the higher-ups. And when I mean higher-ups, I mean the very, very important people, including TaeSeob. And then Hugh had a chat with Jiyeon, the secretary of TaeSeob, and reminded her about the promise that they made in episode 1. Here's the thing, she doesn't remember the promise. Why? We all know this. She's not a Grim Reaper. Well, not yet. But here's the thing that Hugh said to her. Well, not directly to her, but he was talking to himself. Oh, you will know in due time. Dude pretty much said to her indirectly, oh, just wait until you die and then you will know about our promise. I'm like, dang! And then Hugh has a private conversation with TaeSeob. Is it just me, or does TaeSeob want Hugh to work under him? I mean, TaeSeob is pretty impressed on what Hugh is doing and what he has done. So he wants him to work under him. That's my impression. But Sokun doesn't want him to, because he is suspicious towards Hugh, even though he kind of implied that he does trust Hugh. But yeah, behind his back, he doesn't, which is why he wiretapped the office. Pretty interesting that Sokun thinks that he has a grasp on the leash, not knowing that the dog is about to attack. Just saying. And then we get to the ending of the episode. This is where Hugh and Mr. Jang is going to work on a case which originally did belong to MinSoo, but because he got in trouble for what he did, it pretty much transferred to a different department. So now Hugh and Mr. Jang is going to handle it. And the case is about some med student who killed his pregnant girlfriend. And here's the thing, the med student said he didn't do it, and the only evidence is the knife with his fingerprints. And Hugh said that that's not enough to pretty much put him in jail. Mr. Jang, on the other hand, he's pretty excited because he is planning on making this med student the most hated person in Korea. But at the same time though, Hugh is planning on making Mr. Jang the worst prosecutor of all time, so I'm pretty excited to see what happens here. Here's the thing, he is working with Mr. Jang and of course the other guys who in the previous life he kind of hates. So him working with them, he does have some intel, but at the same time setting traps right next to them. So, I mean, it's a win-win for Hugh. That is, if no other traps are set for Hugh, just saying. What I like the most about Hugh right now is he's making his enemies his best friends, knowing that he's gonna turn on them sooner or later. Like, he's setting traps for them, pretty much. So my thoughts on the episode, again, it's a good episode, it's entertaining, yes, it's a slow burn, you can consider it a good thing or a bad thing, however you take it, but again, just to explain his intention, yeah, he's getting revenge, and yeah, he has some intel from the previous life, so you don't want to make a mistake, so pretty much you're kind of tippy-toeing to get to your goal. I do like that Hugh is setting traps for people that he hated in the previous life, but here's the thing though, are there traps being set for him that he doesn't know about? Because here's the thing, you can have all of the information that you had in the previous life and use it to your advantage in your new life, but because since you're changing the future a little bit, that's gonna cause some new events. I'm just saying. I mean, that's how time travel works. Well, it works different in different dramas, but I mean, generally, that's how it works. We barely saw Hanmi, Hia, and Gyuri in this episode. I think they appeared for just one scene, and that was it. I mean, yeah, I get it, Hugh is your main guy character. Well, he's just the main character in general, but I mean, come on, you got other main characters. Give them the spotlight too. And yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the episode and my review. If there's anything I might have missed, please leave it in the comments below. Leave in the comments below your theories and whatnot, because this drama is getting really good. I'm enjoying, again, my life. So anyway, if you guys like this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.